Impact Prep Middle School, located in the Brightwood neighborhood of Springfield, is home to about 230 students. Alisha Cameron, the school's engagement coordinator, saw that students were absent far too often. After finding out students were having issues getting their uniforms clean, she and other staff members created a program called Impact Cares, which takes the students' dirty uniforms and washes them during the school day, using a discreet process that they've put in place. Producer Alejandro Cameron brings us this story, and full disclosure, Alisha is the producer Alejandro's sister-in-law.
Here at Impact Prep, we believe in creating a clear learning environment where students are academically equipped and socially inspired. One way we emphasize this is by creating Impact Cares laundry program. So Impact Cares is a laundry program that we came up with based off of our mantra as a school to kind of facilitate a need within the school community of kids not being able to come into school with clean clothes every day. As school started to come into a good flow, we started to realize that a lot of kids were missing school within the first week or two. We had a ton of absences. I want to say between 70 and 80 absences within the first week of school alone. And so as the community engagement coordinator, I decided to tackle, hands-on why these kids were missing school. So I started to call home, go on to home visits, and a lot of the reasons were I couldn't get our uniforms in time. The uniforms from last year were still dirty. I couldn't get to the laundromat in time. They didn't have this, they didn't have that. When we first introduced the program to the parents, we kind of did it on a one-on-one basis to those students that we found out were at the highest of our needs. And then we tackled the whole school. You know what, if we're gonna help these kids, we're gonna help everybody. So the process, in order to keep the kids feeling secure and not add an extra level of pressure to them, is we have a system where every Tuesday and Thursday the kids will come to school and they can drop off a backpack right into my office, no questions asked. There is a detailed description when we set the letter home how the clothes need to come to us, so either marked by a marker or a tag, and me and another intern will wash the clothes throughout the day and put them back in that backpack so the students can come in at the end of the day, no questions asked. They know where their backpacks are, they'll pick it up, go home, and if they even need another backpack, they don't have somewhere to transport the clothes to and from home, we have a backpack that we'll provide for them.
Well, I approved the program because I know the importance of having a wash and dry. I grew up in Springfield. I grew up with the same circumstances a lot of our students are growing up with. I had a single mom. There was 3 of us in the house for kids. We didn't have a washer and dryer. We were walking through the city with bags of clothes, washing clothes in the sink, washing clothes in the bathtub. And we consistently have students who aren't able to be in uniform because their clothes are dirty. So we wanted to try to help families and support them how they need to be supported. So this is one way we can easily support them.
I relate to them in the way of feeling what it's like to be bullied. Even though I've never been bullied in that aspect, I know the levels of pressure that come with being in middle school. So if we can just take something off of their plate to just alleviate one thing and make their day one bit easier, that was the main thing for me. And there's nothing like having clean clothes. Like, some of us might not ever know what it's like to not have a clean pair of socks or a clean t-shirt, but for these kids in this community, it's a thing. They're not coming to school because they're afraid that they're gonna be bullied because they don't have clean clothes. So for us as a leadership team here at Impact, we are so proud that we can just add one level of kind of comfort and peace to their day. We're so grateful to our 7th and 6th grade counselor who has a great connection with the C3 community in Plainfield, and we are able to get the washer and dryer brand new from Jerry and Mariella from Peabody Management, and everybody over there that was able to contribute in some way and get us that delivered brand new.
I think education is a career where you can't be successful if you're not going above and beyond. Our kids are so far behind academically, socially, for many different reasons. And if we're not going above and beyond what's needed, our kids will never close those gaps that are there. So to have a staff that's willing to go above and beyond and do what's necessary and not get paid for it, you know what I mean? They're not getting paid extra for this program. It's a great feeling for me because I also have kids in the Springfield public school system. So to know that there's people out there who's pushing that type of stuff for our kids, I think it's very important that parents, kids, and teachers understand it really does take a community to raise a child. I think a lot of parents see education as the school's responsibility, and if that's how we're seeing it, then kids are only getting half of what they need. It really does take partnership between school, community, and parents to really give the kids the best opportunity to be successful. Being poor, being people of color, we already got so much against us. We don't need to add more by working against each other. We need to work together to help our kids get in a position to be successful.